Hello everybody, welcome to Bajirao IAS Academy Current Affairs Analysis session. And in the previous session, we have understood some government schemes which were launched in last 1 year and also the initiatives, reports published by important international organizations. So we have discussed all these important and most relevant current affairs in the previous session. So in this session also, we are going to discuss some sports events that took place in last 1 year, along with the medal that Indian team has got, and even the awards the Indian team has actually received. So everything we are going to discuss in a very detailed manner in this session also, so that this discussion will be helpful for your prelims examination, upcoming prelims examination. So in recent times, if you carefully observe the trend of the UPSC and even the State Public Service Commission examinations also, there is an increased weightage of number of questions from this sports section. So therefore, a special attention is required whenever you are preparing for this particular section. And keeping this demand in mind, so we have prepared a list of some important current affairs from the sports section, and we will be discussing them. And this discussion will be helpful, definitely be helpful for your upcoming State Public Service Commission examinations. And before going into the discussion, I have a very important announcement for you. So our institute is going to start a new batches for UPSC Civil Services examination. So if you are interested, so please go to this website and kindly register for the demo classes. So once you can make an overall assessment of our institute, you can be part of our institute, because as part of the coaching that we provide, so it will cover prelims and mains preparation comprehensively. We deal with all the subjects, and we also provide both online and offline classes for the students as well. Because as of now, we have a civil services examination center in Delhi, Malviyanagar. And apart from that, both Hindi and English medium students, so we can accommodate them. And library facilities are also available, and weekly test series will also be conducted on both prelims and mains examination as well. So to make sure regularly assess the candidates, right? So if you are interested, so please kindly call this number. So this is our helpline number. So you can call this number and you can talk to us, and you can also visit our website, so www.bajiraoias.in, right? So we cover every subject in a holistic and a comprehensive manner. So we always try to assist the students in their overall preparation. And secondly, uh, we are also going to start UPSC and Arunachal Pradesh State Public Service Commission, civil services examination coaching as well. So this coaching program will be done in two different programs. It involves two different programs. One is a 1 year program and a 6 month program, so similar to UPSC coaching. So we provide comprehensive mentorship for the students, because throughout the journey they face a number of doubts, right? So we always try to address their key concerns, their doubts, so that they could excel in their preparation, and it is very important, right? So a regular and a proactive mentorship for the students is very important for their success. And here at our institute, we provide a comprehensive guidance and mentorship to the students on all the subjects. And again, we provide both prelims and mains comprehensive programs, both offline and online also, both Hindi and English medium. So will be the medium of instruction. So please kindly, attend the demo classes. So once you attend the demo classes, so then you could come to a conclusion, or you can make an assessment of ours, and you can be part of our institute, right? So without further delay, without any further delay, let's get into the discussion, and let's start the first topic, That is this year, 2025, next year, Bihar to host Kelo India Youth Games 2025, right? So there may be a question in your prelims examination. So Kelo India Youth Games 2025 is going to be hosted by which of the following states? So that's how questions are being asked, right? So in the year 2025, Bihar is going to host Kelo India Youth Games of 2025. So Bihar will host Kelo India Youth Games in April 2025. So those games will be conducted. So they will take place from April 2025 in Bihar. And apart from that, so it marks Bihar's first time the host of the Kelo India Youth Games. So that means Bihar is conducting Kelo India Youth Games for the first time. So that is a very important. Two things that you need to remember. One is Kelo India Youth Games will be hosted by Bihar, and secondly, Bihar, it is the first time that Bihar has been hosting the prestigious event. And in fact, the overall goal and objective of the Scalo India Youth Games is to bring every region of our country at a one single place, display our huge diversity, and in fact, sports also play a very important role in making India Vikasit Bharat by 2047. And in fact, so we have the goal of becoming a developed country by the year 2047, and games is being recognized or identified as a most important component, right? So we are going to celebrate our 100 years of independence by 2047. So therefore, we aimed to become Vikasit Bharat or a developed country by the year 2047. And in fact, if you look at the performance of India in various international sports events, it is also not up to the mark. So, therefore, it is also very important that we need to identify the sporting talent, and we need to win more and more medals at the international levels, and that is one of the indication of any aspiring or developed country. And Kalo India Games will play a very, very important role in achieving this objective. And in fact, Bihar has already proved its ability to host such a major sporting event. How? Because recently the Women's Asian Champions Trophy Hockey Championship was held in Rajgir, Bihar. So, in fact, Bihar has successfully hosted the Women's Asian Champions Trophy for hockey. So, because of that reason, it is expected in 2025 also, Kalo India Youth Games will be successfully hosted by Bihar as well. And when we discuss about this Women's Asian Champions hockey tournament that took place in Bihar, particularly Rajgir, so Indian women's hockey team defeated China. It was the silver medalist from Paris Olympics to retain the title. So India retained the title of the Women's Asian Champions Trophy of hockey. Okay, so that is significant, but we will discuss this further into the class. So, but you should have to remember that the Kalo India Youth Games will be hosted by Bihar in the year 2025. As I have told you that Indian women's hockey team won Asia's Champions Trophy or Asian Champions Trophy. So this is very, very important. Which team has won Asian Champions Trophy, right? So India defeated China in Asian Champions Trophy hockey to retain the title. So we'll go into the details of this particular topic. The topic is that recently the Indian women's hockey team achieved a very important milestone. and they won their third Asian Champions Trophy title. So this is the third Asian Champions Trophy title. And in fact, the victory occurred at the Rajgir Hockey Stadium in Bihar. Okay, so it has occurred at the Rajgir Hockey Stadium in Bihar. And in fact, India defeated China with a score of 1-0, and this win actually marks India's the second consecutive title in this tournament, because in previous Asian Champions Trophy hockey also India was the champion. Indian women's hockey team was the champion. So this win at Rajgir Hockey Stadium in Bihar also marked India's second consecutive title in this tournament. And in fact, when we talk about the details of Asian Champions Trophy, this is a prestigious tournament where most important major teams of Asia's women hockey teams will participate, right? And it was first established in the year 2011, right? So it is also important that Asian Champions Trophy was first established in the year 2011. And in fact, in this particular tournament, so Asian Champions Trophy tournament, India's defense as a strategy that was followed by women's hockey team is known as the strategic strength. Okay, so India's defense in hockey is known as the strategic strength, and they effectively neutralized opponents' scoring opportunities, and that's why China scored nil because of India's defense strategies. Therefore, India has demonstrated an excellent teamwork and discipline. They are crucial for their success in high stakes matches. Right, so I hope you have understood this, and this is also very important because India's women's hockey team has won Asian Champions Trophy hockey against China by the score of 1-0. And next topic is uh, world's first high altitude para sports center has been recently established, recognizing the para athletes and their performance in recent Paralympics. So it is very important that we need to recognize, we need to identify the sporting talent within the persons of disabilities, because it could eliminate the stigma and the stereotypes attached to the persons with disabilities, because they have also been facing a lot of discrimination in the society. So therefore, in order to make them inspirational to others and live a dignified life and eliminate stigma and stereotype attached with persons with disabilities, because Paralympics are the sporting event where the persons with disabilities will take part in, right? So in this context, world's first high altitude para sports center is opened in India, particularly Leh and Ladakh. So we'll understand about this as well, because this is also very important, because this is world's first high altitude para sports center. So the Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council recently partnered with Aditya Mehta Foundation, right? So they are coming together to create world's first high altitude para sports center in Leh, Ladakh. And in fact, this facility will certainly support Indian para athletes as they prepare for the 2028 Paralympics. So they are actually preparing for 2028 Paralympics, and this first high altitude para sports center will certainly benefit them. And in fact, Indian para athletes have shown a remarkable success, winning 29 medals at the 2024 Paralympics, which were held in Paris, right? So 2024, along with the Paris Olympics 2024. So 2024 Paralympics were also held in Paris. So in this Paralympics, Indian athletes have won 29 medals in Paris. And out of these 29 medals, 7 medals are gold medals. So remember that in 2024 Paris Olympics, India did not won even one single gold medal, right? So it's not about the persons, it's not about the Paralympics. It was about the mainstream Olympics, right, where normal people will participate. So India did not won even a single gold medal, but in Paralympics, where persons with disabilities will participate, India has won 7 gold medals, showcasing that the sporting talent in the country, particularly with persons with disabilities, and that is very important. So in order to identify and recognize, so we need to have the necessary infrastructure. So as part of creating necessary infrastructure, this world's first highest altitude para sports center will be opened in Leh, Ladakh by the Aditya Mehta Foundation. Okay, so in fact, their achievements that they have won 29 medals, including 7 gold medals, it has underlined the importance of investing para sports. Okay, so para sports means sports which are played by persons with disabilities. So you have to understand this, or Divyangjan. So the next topic is, so Pankaj Advani wins 28th IBSF World Billiards Champion. So this is also very important. So we'll go into the details of this. So Pankaj Advani, we very well know about him when it comes to his his success in billiard balls. So Pankaj Advani has made history by winning the 28th world title, right? So winning 28th world title. And in fact, he achieved this remarkable feat at the IBSF World Billiard Balls Championship. So IBSF is the International Billiards and Snooker Federation, right? So the International Billiards and Snooker Federation World Billiards Championship. So that was held in Doha 2024. So Pankaj Advani in this IBSF World Billiards Championship defeated England's Robert Hall with a score of 4-2. Right? So he defeated England's Robert Hall with a score of 4-2, and this victory marks Advani's seventh consecutive title since 2016. Right? So he has been, winning this championship almost every year. So since 2016, it is the consecutive victory, the seventh consecutive victory of Pankaj Advani. And in fact, so International Billiards and Snooker Federation governs billiards worldwide, right? So there may be a question about this International Billiards and Snooker Federation. There may be a question about the Pankaj Advani and his recent, victory in the World Billiards Championship. And this was a victory against whom as well. And in fact, the International Billiards and Snooker Federation organizes major championships. So that was founded in the year 1903, and it also promotes the sport globally through various initiatives. Right? So it organizes various initiatives, and through those initiatives, it organizes billiards and snooker games. Right? So it was founded in the year 1903. So the next topic is Coco World Cup scheduled for 2025 in India. So Coco India World Cup 2025 is going to be held in India. So this is also important because this event will be organized in India. So India has been chosen to host the world's first ever Coco World Cup in 2025. Okay, so this is very important, very significant. I'm repeating this again. India has been chosen to host the first ever Coco World Cup in 2025, which will bring together 24 countries from 6 different continents, right? So 24 countries will participate in Coco World Cup that is scheduled for 2025 in India. And in fact, so we have the Coco India Federation, so that looks after India's coco sporting talent. It was founded way back in the year 1958, Pune in Maharashtra. And in fact, it is responsible for managing coco in India. So I hope you knew about coco. You may have played this coco game in your school as well. However, so Coco game has been getting the international recognition, and in fact India also has a lot of talent in this sport as well. And in fact, the Coco India Federation has already been recognized by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. In fact, the federation organizes national tournaments and it also promotes sports in the schools as well, because we need to identify the coco sporting talent. So not just about the coco sporting talent, but any sporting talent at the grassroots level. So in order to do so, it is very important that these organizations have to conduct such events at the grassroots level, right? They need to be more and more proactive. So in preparation for the World Cup, the Coco India Federation will launch a program to introduce cocoa to 200 schools in 10 cities across India. And in fact, this program will help spread the sport at the grassroots level and also get more young people involved in playing the cocoa sport. Right? So, with respect to this topic, you need to understand that the Coco India World Cup will be scheduled in India for 2025. It will be organized in India for 2025, and it will be the first ever Coco World Cup 2025, and 24 countries will attend from 6 continents. And the Coco Federation of India will be managing Coco in India, and it was established in the year 1958. So you just have to remember that. Next is Scotland to host 2026 Commonwealth Games. Right. So, what are these Commonwealth Games? I would like to tell you a brief, history about these Commonwealth Games. Now, India is part of a Commonwealth. Now, what is a Commonwealth? So, all the former colonies under the British were come together. They formed a Commonwealth, and in fact, Commonwealth Games, a sporting event of all the former colonies of the British. However, in the year 2026, Scotland is going to host the Commonwealth Games, right? So, in fact, this is very important, significant, because Commonwealth Games are conducted once in a 4 years, right? So, in fact, the last Commonwealth Games that took place in the year 2022, they took place in England. So we'll understand about this as well. The Scotland will host Commonwealth Games in 2026, right? So Commonwealth Games 2026 will be hosted by Scotland, and Commonwealth Games established in the year 1930. So Commonwealth Games were established in the year 1930 to bring together athletes from 72 member nations. So around 72 nations will participate in the Commonwealth Games, and this Commonwealth Games established in the year 1930. And in fact, games originally started as the British Empire Games. So they were originally known as the British Empire Games because Commonwealth Games are the games between the former colonies of England or Britain. And because of this reason, so these games originally known as British Empire Games, and they focused on promoting friendship and peace between all the former colonies of the Britain. So I hope it is clear for you. And in fact, the unique feature about the Commonwealth Games is that Queen's Baton Relay. So this Queen's Baton Relay travels all around the world before the games actually start, symbolizing unity among all the nations. As I have already told you that the Commonwealth Games will be conducted once in a 4 years or every 4 years. It includes more than 20 different sports. And in fact, in these Commonwealth Games, particularly 2022 Birmingham Games, Australia has won the most of the medals, because remember that Australia is also part of the Commonwealth, and in 2022 Birmingham Games, Australia has won the most number of medals in the history of the games. Okay, so in fact, the other thing that we need to remember, it is also very important, in the year 2022 Commonwealth Games that took place in Birmingham, England, the first ever women's T20 cricket competition was also done, or what it was also conducted, right? So 2022 Birmingham Games saw the first ever women's cricket competition. So earlier cricket was not part of the Commonwealth Games, but for the first time in 2022 Commonwealth Games, women's T20 cricket competition was allowed. And in fact, Australia was the champion of this T20 cricket competition. It has won the gold medal, right? So, however, men's T20 cricket competition was not allowed in these Commonwealth Games. So you should remember that. Next is India completes Paris Olympics 2024 with 6 medals. So it is also important that we need to understand, whoever got the medals in the Paris Olympics 2024. This is also a very important event. Every country aspires to get at least one medal in Olympics event, because this is a global sporting event where players from different parts of the world will come and will participate, and they showcase their talent. However, so in this Paris Olympics of 2024, India has won 6 medals. However, in Paralympics, India has won 29 medals, including 7 gold medals. But out of these 6 medals, India has not won any gold medal. So that is what we should remember here. The Paris Olympics 2024 ended with a winning of total 6 medals. So we have won around 6 medals, and out of these 6 medals, just 1 silver medal and 5 bronze medals. So we all knew that the medals, gold medal, silver medal, and the bronze medals, and we have not won even a one single gold medal, but we have won 6 medals. Out of 6 medals, one is silver and 5 are the bronze medals. And in fact, the Paris Olympics 2024 was a decrease from the 7 medals, including one gold, that India achieved 2020 Tokyo Olympics. So these Olympics also held once in a 4 years, right? So Olympics like Commonwealth Games also held once in a 4 years. In 2020 Tokyo Olympics, Japan, India has won 7 medals, including one gold medal. But 2024 Paris Olympics, we have not won even a single gold medal, but we have won just 6 medals. But 2020 we have won 7 medals. And in this Paris Olympics of 2024, so India sent a delegation of around 117 athletes, and 117 athletes competing in 16 different sporting events. Right, so 117 athletes competing in 16 different sports, and the performance of India's athletes has showcased India's strength in shooting, field hockey, because we have won men's bronze medal, and in the shooting also we have won 2 medals, despite the overall fewer medals compared to the previous Olympics. And in fact, the other significant aspect that we need to remember, this is the third time that Paris has hosted Olympics, right? Paris hosted Olympics for the third time. So before 2024 Olympics, Paris already hosted Olympics in 1900, 1924, and 2024 as well. And the thing that you need to remember, India so far not yet hosted any Olympics event, right? However, India has been expecting that Olympics hosting rights would be given to India in very near future, right? So around 32 sports events are featured, but India sent uh, athletes only for 16 different sports. So over 10,000 athletes from 196 nations participated in this Paris Olympics. So we have the talent, uh, but we can say that it is the failure of the ministry, the government, and the sporting bodies to recognize and identify the talent. And it is also failure on the part of the government to create infrastructure to spend reasonable amount of resources to encourage the athletes and create a state of the art sporting infrastructure. So that is very important. So when you don't invest in sporting infrastructure, when you don't allocate a sizable amount of funds for sports, so you cannot expect that you could win more and more medals. Now look at China. China has been winning, even competing with countries like US when it comes to winning the medals. Now we have the population of China, so despite that, India still lags behind in winning the medals, right? Because India's position is somewhere around 70. So when we rank all the countries in terms of the medals that they have won, India ranked at 70th position. So you can imagine that how India still lags behind when it comes to winning Olympic medals. So you can see here clearly China is in the first place, right? China is in the first place, winning 37 gold medals, 27 silver medals, and 24 bronze medals, right? But this is not the case with the US, Australia, and USA has also won a sizable amount of Olympic medals, and Australia has also won the same. But look at India. So India has not won even a single gold medal, but one silver and five bronze medals, so the total tally becomes six. Okay, so it is very important that uh, we need to look into the challenges, we need to look into the problems, the gaps where we could improve, like China. So that could start from the grassroots level itself. Okay, so if you look at the total number of medals that Indian athletes have won, Manu Bakar, so she has won the bronze medal in 10-meter air pistol women's, and she also secured a bronze medal with a score of 221.7 after 22 attempts. And apart from that, Manu Bakar and Sarabjot Singh, so they also won a bronze medal again. So in 10-meter air pistol mixed team. And in fact, it was earlier bronze medal was an individual effort on the part of Manu Bakar, but this was a team effort of Manu. Now is the first Indian woman to win two medals in a single summer games. And apart from that, Swapnil Kusale, so he also won a bronze medal in 50-meter rifle three position, and in fact he is the first ever Indian medal in this particular event. So these are very important, so you need to remember all the medalists that they have won these medals. Okay, so men's hockey team has also won a bronze medal. They defeated Spain 2-1 in the third place playoffs, with skipper Harmanpreet Singh scoring both goals. So he scored both goals. And apart from that, Neeraj Chopra. So Neeraj Chopra has won silver medal. Remember that in Tokyo Olympics, Neeraj Chopra has won the gold medal. But this time, Pakistan's men's javelin throw player Arshad Nadeem, right? So Arshad Nadeem has won a gold medal, but can say that Neeraj Chopra failed to retain his gold medal. So Neeraj Chopra men's javelin throw has won silver medal, and he secured medal with a distance of 89.45 meter, and became the first Indian to win two Olympic medals in track and field. And again, Aman Sharawat, so men's wrestling, he's Aman Sharawat, men's wrestling, freestyle 57 kg. So he has won a bronze medal in 57 category by defeating Darian Toy Cruz of Puerto Rico by 13-5. So these were the medal winners. So they've got bronze medal individually, jointly. They have also got a bronze medal, and again Indian men's hockey team, a bronze medal, and Neeraj Chopra won silver medal, and again Aman Sharawat has also won the bronze medal along with the other player as well. So you should have to remember the names of all these important players. So again, Aman Sharawat wins bronze in 57 kg wrestling at Paris 2024. Okay, so Sharawat has wins bronze in 57 kg wrestling at Paris 2024. Right, so it is also important because we're going to discuss some important aspects regarding this. So at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, Aman Sharawat, he's an Indian athlete in wrestling, has made his mark by winning a bronze medal in the men's 57 kg wrestling category that we already discussed about that. And it was a proud moment in India's wrestling history because it is not a small feat winning a medal in Olympic Games for any country. Unfortunately, India still lags behind. So in this achievement, so his bronze medal continues India's medal streak in Olympic wrestling. And in fact, in 2020 Tokyo Olympics, Japan, Ravi Kumar Dahiya has won this silver medal. Okay, so Ravi Kumar Dahiya has won the silver medal in wrestling in 2020 Tokyo Olympics. However, in 2024 Paris Olympics, so Aman Sharawat has won a bronze medal. Okay, so we can say that this streak has further continued the streak of winning medals in the Olympics from the wrestling. Because in 2020 Japan Tokyo Olympics, Ravi Kumar Dahiya has won the silver medal, and it is continued by the Aman Sharawat. It is continued by Aman Sharawat by winning the bronze medal. Next, India's men's hockey team again wins bronze at Paris 2024. So, apart from this topic, we'll understand some important aspects with respect to men's hockey team. Right. So, this is also very important. We need to know some important facts about men's hockey team. So, India's men's hockey team has won the bronze medal at the Paris 2024 Olympics. So, we get to know about that. We have discussed about that. We have understood that as well. So with a 2-1 victory over Spain, right? So this bronze medal for India's men's hockey team was because of a victory against Spain's men's hockey team. And this is a very important achievement because it marks India's first winning consecutive Olympic medals in hockey since 1972 Munich Games, right? So why the consecutive medals? Because in 2020 Tokyo Olympics also Indian men's hockey team has won the gold medal. Sorry, I'm really sorry, the bronze medal. And in 2024 also India men's hockey team has won the bronze medal. However, this achievement of Indian men's hockey team is very important because it is India's first time winning a consecutive Olympic medals in hockey since 1972. So this was happened way back in 1972 Munich Games. And in fact, so Indian men's hockey team was first established in the year 1925, and in fact the team has won 8 Olympic gold medals so far. The team has won, so you can say that Indian hockey has dominated the world hockey at that point of time. So that was the kind of the history that we have when it comes to the hockey, right? So that's why hockey is a revered sport in India. But unfortunately, now hockey is not getting that recognition that we previously had. Okay, so because Indian hockey team has won 8 Olympic gold medals previously, right? So in fact it is a highest by any nation. So no nation in the world has won 8 gold medals in hockey, but India has won 8 gold medals in Olympic games. So no nation has achieved this feat, and that's why it is very important. And in fact, their first Olympic gold came in the year 1928. It was established in the year 1925, but India has won its first gold medal in the year 1928, and they were dominant in the sport during 1930s and 1940s. India had a huge domination in the world hockey, right? So that's why we were able to win eight gold medals in Olympic Games. So we were completely dominant in 1930s and 1940s. So in fact, uh, Indian hockey team is generally known by its traditional white uniforms at that point of time. However, so later these uniforms were further changed to dark blue that the present Indian hockey team has been wearing. And in fact, one legendary figure, it is important to mention about him, Dhyan Chand. Major Dhyan Chand, a legendary player of India's hockey at that point of time when India's hockey dominated the world hockey and Indian hockey was at the top. So Dhyan Chand, a legendary player and is famous for his extraordinary skills when it comes to playing hockey, and he is currently called as the Wizard. Okay, so the legendary player from India in hockey is Major Dhyan Chand, and he is famously called as the Wizard. However, in 1975, India won its first World Cup in hockey, and in 2021, they secured a bronze medal in Tokyo Olympics as well. So we already secured a bronze medal in Tokyo Olympics and again in 2024 Paris Olympics also. So we have secured a bronze medal. However, it is very important that hockey should also receive the attention, the recognition. That is very important, right? So I hope you have understood this article. And next is again about the Paris Olympics, and Neeraj Chopra wins silver medal in javelin at Paris Olympics of 2024. Okay, so we'll understand this briefly, and then we'll also understand about the Paris Olympics as well. So at the Paris Olympics of 2024, so we already knew that Neeraj Chopra, uh, he was the reigning Olympic champion in men's javelin throw, secured a silver medal. So he secured a silver medal in 2024 Paris Olympics, marking a significant achievement even though he couldn't defend his title. Why he could not defend the title? Because in previous Olympics at Tokyo, Neeraj Chopra had won the gold medal, but this time he has won the silver medal, right? So that's why he couldn't defend his title. So this time, the gold medal in javelin throw was won by Arshad Nadeem. Okay, Arshad Nadeem from Pakistan. And in Paris 2024 elections, sorry, so Olympics. So Paris 2024 Olympics will be the third time the city has hosted. Okay, so third time city has hosted. So we have already understood that in 2024 it has hosted, 1900s it has hosted, and 2024 also it has hosted the Paris Olympics. And in fact, there will be 32 sports, including break dancing also, right? So break dancing is also part of the Paris Olympics. And in fact, break dancing appeared for the first time in Paris Olympics of 2024, and that's why it is very important, and that's why you need to remember this. And in fact, the other significant aspect with respect to the Paris Olympics is that the Games will focus on sustainability with 100% renewable energy supply and use of existing venues to reduce the waste as well, right? So we could say that climate friendly, climate smart, because it has used 100% renewable energy, and it is a significant achievement of France as well. So the next topic is, who is Analyse, who won the greatest ever Olympic 100-meter race in Paris, right? So in Paris Olympics of 2024, in a historic 100-meter final, US sprinter Nova Ilis has won a gold in a dramatic photo finish. And in fact, he has won against Jamaica's Kishane Thompson by just 0.005 seconds, and because of that reason, it is historic and in fact a greatest ever Olympic 100-meter race finishers. And in fact, the other significant aspect about this 100 meters, sprint, all eight runners finished the race in under 10 seconds. So that had never happened before in legal wind conditions, right? So that had never happened in the legal wind conditions before in Olympics. And in fact, this was also the first time that all eight finalists ran 100 meters in less than 10 seconds. And because of that reason, it is important. But you need to remember this Nova lies as well. Okay. And next is India to host men's Asia Cup cricket in 2025. Right. So India is going to host men's Asia Cup cricket in the year 2025. So we'll get into the details. We'll also understand about this as well. So because there may be questions that which country is going to host men's Asia Cup cricket in the year 2025. So it is India. So India set to host 2025 Men's Asia Cup in the T20 format, which will be a warm-up for the 2020 World Cup, which is scheduled for 2026. So 2020 World Cup is scheduled for 2026, and this 2025 Men's Asia Cup cricket will be a T20 uh, cricket cup will be a warm-up. And the decision comes after the Asian Cricket Council issued an invitation of expression of interest. And in fact, the Asia Cup established in 1984, right? So it was first established in the year 1984, is a cricket tournament of Asian countries. So because we have the countries in Asia, so which play cricket, for example, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan. So these are a major cricket playing countries, teams. So because of that reason, in order to regularly conduct the cricket tournaments among these Asian nations, Asia Cup was established in the year 1984, and it is a cricket tournament for Asian nations. And the first ever event was held in Bangladesh. And in fact, India has won the most titles with 8 victories. So India had total 8 victories in Men's Asia Cup cricket. However, in 2023 edition, it was a very unique for its hybrid model. So last you know Asia Cup men's cricket tourney was held in the year 2023. So it was unique because it was held in hybrid model, right? So what is the hybrid model? So we need to understand about this hybrid model, because the hybrid model in cricket is also in use because of the recent Champions Trophy 2025 conflict. So hybrid model essentially, so we'll first try to understand the background of the hybrid model. Background is that, so when Pakistan sponsored 26/11 terror attacks on the financial capital of India, Mumbai, so Indian cricket team stopped playing cricket with Pakistan, except major international tournaments, and Indian cricket team also stopped. BCCI stopped sending its Indian cricket team to Pakistan. So since then, Indian team never traveled to Pakistan, right? So however, in 2023 Asian Cup cricket tournament, men's cricket tournament, India objected sending its team to Pakistan because of the security concerns and because of its traditional policy of not sending Indian team to Pakistan, right? So therefore, since India don't go to Pakistan for playing cricket, but Pakistan was the host of 2023 Asia Cup men's cricket tournament, So that's where this hybrid model comes in. So in this hybrid model, so India will play all its matches outside Pakistan in any other country, right? So in a similar way, in this hybrid model of 2023, matches were held in Pakistan and Sri Lanka, because Indian matches with all other rest of the countries were held in Sri Lanka, but remaining matches were held in Pakistan. So that is what is known as hybrid model. However, so why it is in news? Because in 2025 Champions Trophy, again Pakistan is going to host Champions Trophy of 2025, and again India refuses to play with Pakistan, go to Pakistan. So that's where Pakistan has also been strongly opposing India's stance that India will not send its team to Pakistan. So that's where again hybrid model would come in. Okay, so one thing that we need to remember about this Champions Trophy, Asia Cup cricket tournament. So Nepal joined the tournament in 2023 as a new participant. Okay, so in Asia Cup cricket tournament in the year 2023. So I hope you have understood this. Next topic is Gagan Narang named chief the mission for Paris 2024 Olympics. So we'll also understand about this as well. Okay, so who is Gagan Narang and what is this chief the mission for Paris 2024 elections? We'll try to understand this as well. So in a recent change of Indian sports governance, Gagan Narang was a famous shooter because he has already won a bronze medal, uh, has took over this chief the mission from Mary Kom, a famous boxer, a famous Indian boxer, the chief the mission for the Indian team at 2024 Olympics in Paris. And what is this chief day mission? So it is very important at the Olympics because they are the official spokesman. For example, so India sent 117 athletes to the Olympics held at Paris, right? So Gagan Narang or chef D mission is responsible for the entire team. So he will be the official spokesman of the entire Indian team, entire Indian athletic team, and he is also a representative of their country's team. So that is what is a chief day mission. So earlier it was held by MC Mary Kom, a famous Indian woman boxer, and this job involves keeping an eye on how team prepares and participates, and also making sure that athletes, coaches, and organizing groups can talk to each other easily, and that is what the responsibility of the chief day mission. And in fact, during the games, the chief day mission also officially speaks for the team in several ways. So he can attend the press conferences, he can attend the seminars, right? So he can attend any sessions which are being conducted on the sidelines of these Olympics. So ultimately, he will be responsible for managing the entire Indian athletic team that was sent to the Paris Olympics, and Gagan Narang was named as Chief Day Mission, and he was a bronze medalist. Next is India won T20 World Cup 2024, and BCCI has also announced 125 crore prize. So it is important. So why it is important? Because after so many years, India has won an international tournament, right? So India has won an international tournament after so many years. I would say uh, last was 2011, I think 2011 World Cup, and after that India did not won any major international tournament, even though India reached to the final several times. So that's why it is very important, right? So India's cricket team has won the T20 World Cup, beating South Africa. So India won the T20 World Cup against South Africa, and it was a historic win because India has won the first title after 13 years, after a long wait. Because last time we won the World Cup was in 2011, hosted by India. So it hit the effects uh, existing final that took place in Barbados, right? So it took place in Barbados. So those are the islands, right? So the Atlantic Ocean islands, very close to the Central America. And this win of India was extra meaningful because it marked the retirement of some important players. So after the win, after this T20 World Cup, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, and also Ravindra Jadeja have announced their retirement after this T20 World Cup 2024, and because of that reason, it is also very now retirement in the sense that only from the T20 format, but they would play one day cricket, one day international, as well as the Test cricket. But they announced their retirement for the T20 cricket. Okay, so that is why it is important, right? So as I have already told you that Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma announced their retirement to the T20 cricket, and even Ravindra Jadeja has also said that he was retiring from the T20 internationals. However, all three legends will still play other types of cricket. Okay, and next, Gautam Gambhir is recently appointed as India's new cricket head coach, right? So he will be India's new cricket head coach. So we all knew about Gautam Gambhir. So he was a legendary player of Indian cricket team, and so he was opening batsman of Indian team, and he also played a very important role in 2011 Cricket World Cup because despite the major wickets, despite we have lost major players, Gautam Gambhir was still resilient and he played a knock of 97 runs, and that played a very important role in winning a one day international World Cup in the year 2011, and he was appointed as India's new cricket head coach. So Gautam Gambhir has been named as new head coach of the Indian men's cricket team by Jay Shah. So Jay Shah was, the secretary of the Board of Control for Cricket in India, which is also known as BCCI, and Jay Shah is also going to become the chairman of International Cricket Council (ICC). Right. So earlier he was the secretary of Board of Control for Cricket in India, but now he is the chairman of International Cricket Council. So in 1932, India's men's cricket team played its first test match. Okay, so some important facts like how we have tried to understand about hockey. So we'll try to understand about this as well. So in 1932, India's men's cricket team played its first test match against England. So it was played against England, and in 1971, Ajit Wadekar led India to win the first series against West Indies and England, and he was the first captain to do so. Now, in 1970s, before that, even in 1980s also, West Indies was one of the major, one of the most powerful cricket team. Okay, it was so powerful in all different aspects, bowling and batting. So therefore, Ajit Wadekar led India in 1971 win in the Test cricket match against both England and West Indies, and he was the first captain to do so. However, in 1933, Lala Amarnath was the first Indian player to score 100 in a Test match, and in 1983, we all knew about that. Kapil Dev led Indian team to its first Cricket World Cup victory against West Indies. So these are some facts that you should remember. They are important, right? So next is Brazil to host 2027 Women's World Cup Soccer. Okay, so it is football. So Brazil to host 2027 Women's World Cup Soccer. Okay, so FIFA, so that is the body which looks after world's football. So the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup will be held in Brazil, right? So there may be a question that the 2027 FIFA World's Women World Cup will be held in which country? It will be held in Brazil, and this will be a big deal in the world of international women's football. Okay, so why? Because Brazil will be hosting this prestigious event for the first time. For the first time, Brazil is going to host this prestigious event of Women's Football World Cup 2027. And in fact, it also provide a chance for the Brazil to showcase its culture, to showcase its huge cultural diversity and its love for the football as well. Now, football is the most famous sport in the world. Okay, so in fact, the first Women's World Cup was held way back in the year 1991. However, it was held in China, right? So it was held in China in the year 1991, and that was approved by the FIFA. And in fact, so it is expected that hosting Women's World Cup will give local economies a boost, and it also support equality between men and women in sports. In recent times, so gender equality as a principle has been gaining a lot of attention and a lot of traction at the global level. And in fact, women teams are also performing very well when it comes to sports. For example, in India itself, we have very famous hockey team, and we have a table tennis team, and you know how Indian women have been performing in badminton, and also we have a cricket team, women's cricket team. So, in a similar way, in order to identify and recognize a sporting talent, particularly women's sporting talent in football. So FIFA for the first time decided to conduct Women's World Cup in the year 1991 in China. It also wants to encourage young women to become sports in Brazil and around the world as well. So it inspires young women, right? So it inspires young women to take take up football as the option of you know uh, perform better in football. So next is Sunil Chetri announces his retirement. So who is Sunil Chetri? So we'll try to understand this. So in India, like hockey, football is also not receiving the adequate attention. It has also not receiving adequate importance. We lack infrastructure, we lack resources. Despite we have the sporting talent, there's lack of recognition to the sport. But we know about India's football by Sunil Chetri because he is also one of the legendary players of India's football. And recently, Sunil Chetri announces his retirement. So, in fact, Sunil Chetri is the leader of Indian national football team, and he said that he is going to retire, and he already retired. And Sunil Chetri is one of the most famous football players in India, and he also scored most number of goals. We could say that he is in the top 5 in the world in terms of number of goals scored so far. So that's why for Indian football he is a very important figure. So Sunil Chetri is a professional football player, so, right? So he's a professional football player and who has led Indian national team and Kolkata FC as a captain. And in fact, Sunil Chetri has been a key figure in Indian football for many years, and he is known for his ability to score goals, leadership, and good manners. And so far, 7 times, Sunil Chetri has been named the All India Football Federation Male Player of the Year. So, for 7 times, he was the Male Player of the Year announced by All India Football Federation. And in fact, Arjuna Award that is considered as India's highest sports honor after Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna. So Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna is India's the first the highest sports honor, and the Arjuna Award is India's second highest sports honor that was given to him in the year 2013 way back. And in fact, the world get to know about Sunil Chetri through a documentary which is known as Captain Fantastic 2022. So Captain Fantastic is a documentary on India's football player Sunil Chetri. And other important aspects, so other things that we need to remember about Sunil Chetri is that so in 2021 he was given Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, right? So he was given Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, so which is India's top sports honor, right? So we have understood that Arjuna is the second highest sports honor in India, and the first or the highest sports honor is Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, which is India's top sports honor. And even in 2019 also he was given the Padma Shri Award. So Padma Shri is the third highest civilian award in India. So Bharat Ratna and Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri. Okay. So most international goals, so active players. So you can see that he scored 74 goals. So that's why he's important. He's even competing with Cristiano Ronaldo, and he was even competing with Lionel Messi as well. So that's why he's a very important when it comes to India's um, football history. So Padma Shri is not the third highest national award, it is the fourth highest national award, as we have already discussed about this previously. So next is D. Gukesh wins 2024 FIDE candidates chess tournament. So we'll understand about this as well. So D. Gukesh, he is a 17-year-old Indian grandmaster from Chennai. So he made history by winning 2024 FIDE candidates chess tournament in Toronto, Canada, right? So it is very important that you should remember this. So he has become the youngest challenger ever for the World Chess Championship, surpassing the record set by Gary Kasparov in 1984. So D. Gukesh, at the age of 17 years, became the Grandmaster. So he created history by winning the FIDA Candidates Chess Tournament. And in fact, Gukesh is only the second Indian after Vishwanathan Anand to win the Candidates Tournament and also earn the right to challenge the reigning world champion. And in fact, the FIDE Candidates Chess Tournament is an annual competition that will be held that is held every year to determine world champion in chess, and it is organized by World Chess Federation. So World Chess Federation organizes this FIDE Candidates Chess Tournament, and first official world championship was held way back in the year 1886. So that's why it is important, and that's why you need to remember this. So Satyan Gnanasekaran wins WTT feeder title. Okay, so World Table Tennis feeder title has won by Satyan Gnanasekaran. So Satyan Sekaran, an Indian table tennis player, has emerged victorious in the men's singles event at the World Table Tennis Feeder that held in Lebanon, Beirut 2024. Okay, so it was held at Kauthar Secondary School in Lebanon. And in fact, so as of now, Satyan Gnanasekaran is ranked 103 in the world. He defeated fellow Indian and world number 74 Manav Vikas Thakkar in the final. And in fact, Satyan Gnanasekaran is a two-time Commonwealth Games gold medalist. So he already won gold medals two times in the Commonwealth Games, and that is why it is very important as well. And next is India wins gold at 2024 Badminton Asia Team Championships. Okay, so on 18th February 2024, Indian women's badminton team won a historic gold medal at the Badminton Asia Team Championships that was held in Shah Alam, Malaysia. Okay, so in fact, this was India's first ever title at the continental competition, with a men's team having previously won two bronze medals in 2016 and 2020 as well. So the significant aspect about this Badminton Asia Championship 2024 is that it is India's first ever title at the Badminton Asia Team Championships. And in fact, this victory has also earned valuable ranking for the badminton team, and for allowing Indian badminton team to 2024 Olympics. As a semi-finalist, India also qualified for 2024 Thomson Uber Cup finals. So you need to remember a few aspects that Thomson and Uber Cup will be held. Is related to badminton, and in fact, this Thomas Cup also related to the badminton. In 2022, India defeated a 14-time winners Indonesia with 3-0 to win its maiden Thomas Cup title as well, right? So that is another significant aspect with respect to India's badminton. Next is what is a freestyle or Fisher random chess 960. So that is also in news in recent times. So because a 16-year-old Indian chess prodigy D. Gukesh has won recently stunned reigning world champion Magnus Carlsen in a freestyle chess match. So this new variant format is rising its popularity globally. So in 1996, the iconoclast former world champion Bobby Fischer conceptualized and a randomized chess. So it is also known as Fischer random chess to refresh the game. And in fact, it also attempted making chess less memorization reliant and more creative by randomizing the back row pieces positions. Right. So it has involved 960 possible combinations, and because of that, it is called as chess 96 960, and it is also officially endorsed by the FIDE in 2017 tournament format. So freestyle provides novelty, and it also attracts both professionals and amateurs to play the chess, right? So that's all in this lecture, and thank you so much. If you like our class, so please subscribe our YouTube channel and also hit the like button. Thank you.